Alright, so Garmin finally dropped the Vivoactive 6, and on paper it looks like a small upgrade. But when you actually put it next to the Vivoactive 5, the real question becomes, is there anything here worth paying extra for? And honestly, the answer is a bit more complicated than I expected. Let's break this down properly. I've been using both watches side by side for a while now, and at first glance, these two look and feel almost identical. Same battery life, same sensors, same core features, same overall experience. But once you start digging into the details, the design changes, the new interface, some subtle performance differences, that's where the story shifts a little. So in this video, I'll walk through everything that's the same, everything that's different, and whether upgrading from the Vivoactive 5 to the Vivoactive 6 makes sense for regular users. Let's start with the basics, because a lot of what you get on the Vivoactive 6 is the exact same experience you already have on the Vivoactive 5. Activity tracking, same. Sleep tracking, same. Steps, calories, heart rate, stress, all unchanged. Both watches are still using Garmin's Elevate 4 heart rate sensor, which is accurate and reliable, but nothing new. Water resistance is also the same 5 ATM rating, so swimming, showering, rain, no problem on either watch. Battery life is identical too, around 11 days with normal use, closer to 5 days if you keep the always-on display running. And when you pick them up, they feel almost identical in size and weight. Same plastics, same comfort, same durability. So the foundation, the day-to-day experience, hasn't really changed. If all you do is basic fitness tracking and notifications, both watches perform almost the same. Design is where you start noticing some small changes. The Vivoactive 5 has those hour marker ticks around the display. Subtle, but they help the watch feel a little more polished. The Vivoactive 6 removes them, so the face looks cleaner, but also more plain. Buttons also changed. The Vivoactive 5 uses flat, smooth buttons. The Vivoactive 6 swaps them out for a single, round, stiffer button. It works fine, but it doesn't feel as comfortable or as quick to press during workouts. The bezel's a bit thicker on the Vivoactive 6 too. Not dramatically, but enough to make the screen feel slightly more tucked in. Garmin also moved the charging port. Not a huge deal, but it does mean your older charging routine might need a little adjusting. And of course, colors are completely different this year, and that's just personal preference. One upgrade that is meaningful is storage. The Vivoactive 5 gives you 4 gigabytes. The Vivoactive 6 doubles that to 8 gigabytes. If you download music, save offline workouts, or sync a lot of data, that extra space actually makes a noticeable difference. It's not a flashy upgrade, but it's a practical one. Now, this is where the experience starts to split. Garmin completely redesigned the UI on the Vivoactive 6. It's more colorful, more rounded, more animated, almost like they wanted it to feel more modern. And yes, it looks nice at first glance, but in actual use, it's not always better. The Vivoactive 5 has a clean, flat, easy-to-navigate layout. Everything is one swipe away, no guessing, no digging. On the Vivoactive 6, some menus take extra steps, widgets are arranged differently, and notifications don't always pop up where you expect them to. It's not that it's bad, it just feels less intuitive, especially if you're used to Garmin's older layout. So the interface redesign ends up being a mixed bag. It looks nicer, but doesn't always work nicer. Navigation is another area where the two watches act differently, and not always in a good way. On the Vivoactive 5, if you want to start an activity, it's literally one swipe and one tap. On the Vivoactive 6, the activity menu is buried a little deeper. There are extra screens, extra swipes, and the layout takes some time to get used to. Notifications also moved. Widgets got rearranged. Some settings now live under sub-menus instead of the main list. Once you adjust, it's fine, but out of the box, the Vivoactive 5 definitely feels more straightforward. One thing the Vivoactive 6 does add is Smart Wake. If you've ever used Fitbit, it works the same way. The watch tries to wake you within a 30-minute window when it thinks you're in a lighter sleep stage. Some people love it, some people hate it, and some just want their alarm to ring when they set it. The Vivoactive 5 only has the standard alarms. Now, even though the sensors are technically the same, the Vivoactive 6 does get a couple of upgrades that matter for runners and more serious training. It adds a gyroscope, which improves tracking accuracy during dynamic activities. It also supports an extra GPS profile, QZSS, which helps in certain regions. And Garmin included a few premium running tools this time: Pace Pro, Training Effect, and Race Predictor. So if you run regularly, especially outdoors, the Vivoactive 6 does offer a more advanced toolset. Probably the most unexpected issue with the Vivoactive 6 is the ambient light sensor. Indoors, the watch tends to stay too dim. Unless a direct light hits the sensor, the screen just doesn't brighten the way it should. The Vivoactive 5 doesn't have this problem. The brightness adjusts more consistently. This is probably something Garmin can fix with updates, but right now, it's one of the more frustrating differences. After spending time with both watches, the conclusion is actually pretty simple. If you already own the Vivoactive 5, upgrading to the Vivoactive 6 does not feel necessary right now. Here's why. The core experience is the same. The UI is prettier, but not always easier. Battery life didn't improve, the screen behavior indoors is worse, and the price didn't get any cheaper. The only clear advantages are the extra storage, the running tools, and the gyroscope. So unless you're a runner who needs those features, or you find the Vivoactive 6 at a significant discount, the Vivoactive 5 still gives you the better value. Both watches are good, both are reliable, both deliver the Garmin experience people trust. But right now, if you're choosing between the two, the Vivoactive 5 is still the smarter buy. And if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell.